My name is Robert Trankle. Today I will be showing you how I became a BSc Computer Science student. My father works with computers, and I used to watch him type on the computer all the time. He could type so fast without even looking at the keyboard. I thought that this was amazing. In my younger years, I used to wake up early so I could get to the computer before anyone else and play games. All I wanted to do was sit in front of the computer and play games the whole day long. And this is where it all started. In grade 8, my friends started getting computers. I desperately wanted one, and so I spent all my savings on a new computer. It started out with me playing games like Call of Duty 4 and Battlefield Bad Company 2. Technology was always around me as a kid, and I never knew how it worked. This is what sparked my interest to how games work and how hard it would be to create them. One of my friends, Donald, was a programmer, and he made websites for money. I wanted to learn how to do this, so I went searching for ways to learn on the internet. After seeing how complex it was, I was puzzled, as it seemed like I needed to learn an entire new language. It took me about a week to create a simple website that was my own. When the end of grade 9 came, I knew that taking information technology would be a good idea, because the world was heading in that direction. We started with a program called Scratch to teach us the basics of coding logic. Then came Java, which was way more interesting for me than Scratch. There were so many different ways of doing the same thing and solving different problems. I would sit in my room for hours, working on both school projects and personal projects. It was so easy for me to become consumed by what I was doing. Obviously, facing challenges when my code did not work discouraged me, but I kept on trying because of my stubborn trait to always be right. All I wanted to do was make my code work, and when that feeling came, it was just amazing. I also started to work with graphic design programs. I would sit and watch tutorials on how to create complex images and motion pictures. I created a Transformers logo, which I was very proud of. The video was very short, but it took me hours and a lot of effort to create. Here is the video that I created. Programming seems very abstract for some people, but it can be used to create something that does complex mathematical sums, or even solve problems, and create small games. Some people would paint beautiful paintings, and others would make amazing poems. But programming is what I used to create whatever I wanted, and this was all done by writing words on a screen. This concept, by the end of grade 12, my programming skills had developed exponentially, and I found that I was much more capable than a lot of people in my class. It was then that I decided I would be studying computer science. Not only could I learn how to program, but I'd also be able to become more capable in a subject that I really enjoyed. Yes, mathematics is really enjoyable. I am still only in first year, but my drive to study was only fueled by my passion to program. In the world today, anything is possible, and technology is the reason for this. If I am able to master how technology works, then the world is limitless. New technology involves artificial intelligence, which basically creates such a complex algorithm that allows a computer to think for itself. Obviously, it is no Terminator robot, but maybe one day we could create something like this. This world has become so technologically driven, it amazes me. This is how and why I became a computer science student.